My name is Saeed Mahmoudi. I am Professor of International Law at Stockholm University. The name of the course I gave at the Hague Academy was Self-Defense and Unwilling or Unable States. The focus of the course is on the possibility of states to use force against non-state actors' armed attacks from the territory of other states. This is a new problem in international law, rather new problem, at least to the extent that we are facing today, in the sense that terrorist organizations have become larger and larger as regards their possibilities and resources, and they lodge attacks from the territory of one state against other states. And the question is if the victim state has the right to defend itself against these type of attacks, something which was not, at least earlier, was not possible in international law, because self-defense was limited, or the general understanding in international law has been that the self-defense is only in a response to armed attacks from another states, not non-state actors. The course is particularly relevant today because of the fact that we have witnessed in the past 2 decades several large-scale attacks by non-state actors against states. The one that we all remember, at least in my age, is the attack of Al-Qaeda terrorists against the United States on 2001, September 11, 2001. But this is not the only one. We know that, for example, in Latin America, FARC, which is a non-state actor, has been carrying out armed attacks against Colombia for many years. Also, we know that in later times, so to say, in the past few years, we have had the so-called Islamic State in Iraq and in Syria, lodging attacks against governments from Iraq against Syria, for example. This is becoming an increasing problem in international relations, and the question is how far the victim states should be permitted to use force against these type of attacks in order to prevent them or to punish those non-state actors which carry out these type of attacks, armed attacks against them. The most surprising aspect of this course for myself was the role of international lawyers. In fact, I have never reflected on our roles. It's not only teaching international law, also to analyze international law, define it, and giving advice to states how they should interpret international law and use international law. And I was surprised that there are so many of my colleagues, and particularly legal advisors to foreign ministry, who not only support, but they do their best to justify more use of force